Oh my goodness, I want to share this. Now, I used the Kipper cards and I laid them out like my regular tarot reading. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I got. I thought this is so interesting. I'm surprised at what came out using the Kipper. So in the center of it is despair. Okay. Despair of what? On one side of it we have the main male. On the other side, the wealthy man. So who do you think this is talking about? Who's the man, the wealthy man that's in despair at the moment? Okay. So what we have going into it, the energy of going into it, is about toil and labor. Now we know that he's just been putting out so much crap about jobs, etc. The ones coming in. Hey, Mickey, take it outside. There they go. About taking black jobs, the immigrants, etc. What we have going on now is, of course, the false person. The challenge is the theft. He's trying to, again, figure a way to steal an election, but the outcome is bad health. So we know he's mentally coming unstable. He's, what's crossing it is the journey where this is going. And the outcome underneath of it all are gifts. All of the stuff he's using to grift as well. So I was like, well, okay. Well, that's interesting that he's using all of this drama. Mickey, quit. Mickey, no. Don't bark. Don't sparkle, Mickey. Take it outside. There they go. Back out. You troublemakers. So anyway, I just thought that was so interesting using the Kipper cards and what came out. Okay. Now, if we had done this for an overall of this, let's try that methodology. What we have is about poverty. Above everything, we have poverty with a foundation of sudden wealth. On one side of it, we have the messages. On the other side of it, we have thoughts about high honors. We have what's crossing it, a message of concern, and underneath of it all, endings, coming to an end point. So he's trying, of course he always wants high honors. It's always sir this said this, sir said that, and about on one side of it the message that's being put out, the other side about his thoughts. He has a crossing it, the message of concern, and endings underneath of it all about what the poverty he's facing and trying to get sudden wealth. Is grifting. I'm losing money hand over fist with these court cases, and I need to get sudden wealth. I need to... Mickey, quit. Mickey. Hey, take it outside. There they go again. How to grift. How can I get this money? How can I grift this money? So very interesting. I just found out you can use the Kipper cards in the same reading style. And what came out was really, really interesting. Now I do have other cards here. I'm trying to think of the name of this card. These cards. But let's just go ahead, and I'm going to try these and just see if you can use these cards or not. I have to look up the name of them. These are a bit different, but we're just going to see it. We're going to do the overall above it. So let's see what we have. Going into it is about originality. Hey, you two. Yes, I know you're excited. Underneath of it, we have this enthusiasm. One side of it, we have ostentation. On the other side of it, we've got the criticisms. So somebody that likes to put on a big show, okay? Basically, what's at the center of it is innovation, trying to figure out something new. Crossing it is the devotion, okay? Devotion, and underneath of it all is an inheritance, what's being inherited, okay? So a little bit different. I think these are not as clear, but let's go ahead and we'll do a tarot layout and just see what it says, see if it can be used. Now, I'm very surprised with the Kipper. That was really clear. This is not as clear. I think you can use these as maybe a secondary card with some things, but we'll see. So going into it, we have a generosity as a starting point. The energy going into it's about generosity. When it comes to what's going on now, a loss. Being generous when somebody has a loss. The challenge is flirtation. The outcome is a quarrel, okay? So being generous with a loss and then flirting with something else and winding up in a quarrel. Okay, so one side of it is the egotism. That sounds like what ego would do. You know, you come out and you're generous and then it's not good enough. And of course, the other side of it is power. The ego power. Okay. Yeah, that's what it looks like. The center of it is an escape. So it's about escaping. Escaping what? Egotism and power. Balanced against power. Going into it, you have generosity. Above it, there's some loss. And then they're flirting with some kind of a quarrel. That they don't like what's going on with it. What's crossing it are riches. Okay. And underneath of it all, the idealism. So, I mean, this kind of pulls into the political stuff. You know, for those that are trying to that are being generous, they have those that are in the ego and power. If they face a loss, then they flirt with something else, and there's a big argument. Okay, and they're trying to escape the loss with the riches and the idealism. Okay. So, yeah, it's kind of saying, you know, you lose, you've paid this money, and they're kind of trying to be generous with you, but you just, the ego gets in the way and wants to fight with everything. Like Trump's thing, he lost, and the whole thing was just fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting, and now I never lost, and the whole drama that goes with it. But they're not as clear. I mean, the Kipper was absolutely clear, 100%. That was amazing. Okay. This other deck, I say, yeah, no, it's not it's not really clear enough with things. I think you would use this as a supportive thing if you wanted to see kind of what else is there. Enterprise, manipulation, organization, defense. Let me do a 3 card and see what happens with it. Oh, well, I asked about what about this grab for power, this manipulation. In the center of it, we have this flattery. They have used flattery. On one side, power, and the other side, revenge. Does that not sound like manipulating Trump with flattery? Power, talking about revenge, okay? This is something he uses all the time. He tries to flatter people, to pull them, suck them in, and then when they don't do what he wants power and revenge. He throws them under the bus. I mean, this is Trump, or could be also Putin's manipulation of Trump as well, okay? So for a 3 card thing, I think it could be usable. But for a full-on tarot read, maybe not. But maybe a 3 card thing would be okay. Let's see. Okay, I asked about Biden things, and it says he's going into the risk. He tries to be versatile when it comes to some of this impulsiveness, okay? He always tries to work with others and stuff, and the versatility, I think sometimes he just is not taking strong enough stand. And we have the impulsiveness of that stuff. I think that goes along with the craziness with Trump and what he says and stuff, that he's just impulsive. He puts out whatever kind of spins. And Biden always wants to be a statesman, somebody that can work with others. So he's not used to this type of egregious steamrolling type thing that Trump wants to do. Just being the most negative and just absolute lying about everything. Okay? So for Biden, that's just horrendous. He really doesn't know how to deal with it because he wants to be above board in everything. So anyway, I just thought those were interesting. Let me know what you think, but I thought that Kipper was. I laid it out and I said, oh my God, this is all about Trump. There's no way around it to interpret it as anything other than that.